Hello, good evening. We are Story Reckless here with another game of Lancer. We are playing the Pierce the Heavens module, and we are in the thick of it, y'all. My name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns, and I'm gonna kick it over to our players.
Yes, hello, I am Nathan and I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Gatling tonight, who also uses he, him pronouns.
My name's Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Rat, who uses he, him. And thanks to Enyo asking me last week, I've figured out he is in fact cis.
But Brad hasn't thought about it.
Rat hasn't thought about it, but Claire has now.
Hi, I'm Enyo. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Nani Choripan, who uses she, her, but really any pronouns that are most, I don't know, fitting, I guess.
Advantageous.
Yes, advantageous. That was the bit. I forgot it.
To recap, last episode, Nani showed up at the supply depot, putting on the kind of like little lost lady act, which got her through the depot gate without much problem, and escorted into the admin section of the main warehouse, where she interacted with Pandano Normani, the quartermaster of Kestrel's Bounty. And one thing led to another, and Nani took Pandano hostage and placed a locator beacon to attract and help kind of guide in Rat and Gat, who were tunneling with Jiro in a large kind of tunneling mech, stolen from Grosso, the lead enforcer of Kestrel's Bounty, who have summarily busted out of a freight elevator. It was very much kind of like a horror movie for the people on the other side, where there's like a big dent, another big dent, and then the doors fly open. Everybody is stunned in a moment of silence. Did I miss anything from the recap?
A
pretty brief one.
Suka and the miners at the front gate?
Yes, there is an angry group of miners led by Asuka and Lev at the front gate, who have been kind of like facing down the two mechs of the patrol. Yes, and also the enforcers have a number of hostages in the main warehouse, zip-tied and sitting on a concrete floor, that Nani briefly spoke with and let them know that she was, it's no good to be ungrateful for what we're given. Anything else?
I think that's everything.
That's yeah.
Yeah. I did have a thought, and I was wondering if you would allow me to do a little bit of a flashback and use my ability in that flashback, or this can be a no.
I mean, I'm open for pitches. What you got in mind?
When it started to become clear that we were getting close to breaching, like we were getting closer to this beacon, as the sound reverberating from the elevator, like we actually physically started to hear it through the walls, I would like to turn to Rat. And Rat, what sort of weaponry do you have right now? You have a pickaxe and a
stun stick.
I think I want to turn to Rat, and like gauging that we have maybe like 10 minutes before Jiro busts through, I would love to use my ability to augment one of Rat's weapons, specifically the pickaxe, if you will grant me this. If not, I'm happy to move forward.
You did use your power twice last session.
I did. This is why I'm asking if this is...
so it's a flashback?
If this is applicable or not.
Spend distress for a flashback, I'd give it to you. And it's one of your two uses for this session.
I mean, yeah, fuck it. I got 3 stress left. Let's do it.
Spend
Stress
it.
is a resource.
We're about to go into battle. So yeah, I think in this moment I'll spend a stress to do this, and I'll use one of my charges of my ability rigor, and I turn to Rat and I go, all right, we're getting close. Here, give me your pickaxe. I want to make a little adjustment for you. I'm gonna make this thing hit a lot harder. I'll take it and I'm gonna get down and like pull a satchel over and start pulling out a bunch of scrap that I've collected, and start going to work on it. What I would love to do, I don't know if this is fitting within this universe, if this is too anime, but this popped into my head just before the session. But can I basically make the pickaxe into a rocket propelled pickaxe so that Rat can click a button and it will swing down with more force?
Like in Battle Angel Alita,
Exactly.
perhaps?
Yes.
That sounds rad as heck.
Or my other pitch is
Yeah.
make one of those, and this is actually a more real world thing, essentially one of those sledgehammers that has a like a shotgun shell in it, so that when
I
you
was
hit it,
about to suggest that exact thing.
either
Yeah.
one of those. That one to me is probably, let's go with that, because that feels
That
like
seems
something I
more
could rig.
realistic.
Yeah, I could rig.
Because
up
the other one is like, do you have a
yeah. Do I
jet
have little
engine on
jet
hand?
engines? Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you have mining charges that you could
Perfect.
just duct tape
Let's
to
do
the
that.
end of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pickaxe?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think a little more refined than just duct taping it. It's got some sort of, but yeah, essentially let's see, and we'll have to figure out if this is the one I get. If I get a 5, we'll figure out what that means. Is that me not being able to move? Here we go. A 4. Okay. It seems to have a mind of its own and sometimes activates without you. Okay.
I love this.
So I
Okay.
would love it if this somehow has multiple uses, and to not make it OP, I'll leave that up to you, Olive. Like, can it have like 3 charges or something? Or like if it's essentially if it has like a magazine tube with shotgun shells rigged up to this little device where they sort of plop in, like it's a hopper almost, so they plop in and then they're ready to be fired when the pickaxe is slammed. But if it has a mind of its own, maybe it's like almost like a trigger finger, so it sometimes has
Yeah. So
potential
what's
to-
going to happen is while this thing is armed,
yeah.
as a potential consequence for a roll, it might just explode.
Great.
Um,
Love it.
and I'll say if you have ammunition, you can like reload it.
Great.
If you like spend your turn like doing that.
Okay, so we'll say for the rest of this session, this device will work, and then next session it'll be out of ammunition. Does that sound
Or
fair?
something. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I finish
Great.
hooking this up. I take a bunch of these.
God.
Yeah, we'll say, I guess, yeah, the mining charges make sense. So I take a bunch of these
Yeah.
small mining charges. I give you a bunch of them, and I look at you and go, all right, these are the rounds, kind of like on a gun. And then
Yeah.
you load them in right there at the end of the pickaxe. And when you slam, and that means it's armed. And then when you slam down, it should funnel all of that force through that nozzle there into whatever you hit.
Great. I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go get them. All right, that's it. That's my little flashback.
Jiro's mech kicks open the freight elevator doors. There's a moment of silence as everybody's just like stunned. Jiro shouts something like, "It's time to be free." You don't quite catch it. One of the mechs of the enforcers lunges towards a nearby pickup truck and tears off the tarp on that pickup truck. It lugs out a heavy machine gun, mech scale, and it turns towards y'all and just open fire. It is not trained. It did not draw a bead. There's just like puffs of earth go up as it leads its shots across this vehicle lot, completely, instantly shreds another pickup in this slot as it leads up and starts like pinging off of the armor of Jiro's mech This thing is in a weight class beyond anything y'all have faced so far. If you face it in a head-on confrontation, you risk immense amounts of stress and or death.
I mean, we're talking like this thing just pulled out like a giant ass machine gun that if we get hit by one of those bullets, it could like dismember or something, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah,
fairly
okay.
easily.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Humans were not meant
Yeah.
to fight mechs for this reason. Everything you've been facing up till now, like, has been designed to make it so when the enforcers use excessive force, it doesn't deplete the labor force too much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I jump and try to tackle Rat down to get behind cover as soon as I see that gun and it starts to towards
Yes.
us. I just
You can get back
Just
kind of behind the walls of this freight elevator. You also
Yeah.
hear a car engine start up as the pickup that was holding this machine gun, an enforcer jumps in it and just tears off across the lot, heading towards the printer.
okay.
Do we want to start out here in the courtyard, or do we want to flash into seeing how folks are reacting in with Nani in the warehouse? Y'all have any preference here?
I have a question
Yes.
about the warehouse. Are the hostages, are they still being guarded when Nani arrives with Pandano?
Yes. Yeah. There's a handful of enforcers here. The mech has gone outside, but the enforcers look twitchy.
How many?
I'm gonna
Previously,
say
you said that there was one mech and one person on foot, but the mech has left.
the mech has left and 2 people have shown up, so it's a normal complement of 3 enforcers.
Okay. Alrighty.
Pandano looks at them and looks at you, and you can tell, no role required, that he's judging if he can just tell them to get you before he gets shot. Currently, his courage is failing, but you don't know if that will last.
They use they them, right? Pandana.
They them, yes.
They them. Yes. Okay.
And you hear machine gun fire outside. Everybody in the main warehouse flinches. And one of the enforcers starts moving over to one of the windows to look out the vehicle lot.
I think this is as the machine gun goes off, Nani sort of presses closer to Pandano and whispers, "I'll keep you safe. Don't worry. Just listen to me."
Okay, whatever you say. Just don't shoot.
I won't shoot you. Tell 2 of those enforcers to go aid the patrols.
Again, looking between you and them, I want you to make a roll here to convince him or them to do this.
To convince them.
Um,
Alrighty, perfect. I love actually needing to roll for something.
This is going to be a risky roll, I think. A lot could go wrong here.
Yeah. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yeah, what the hell? Okay. I mean, this definitely sounds like I'm threatening Pandano.
I
And
would agree with that.
yeah. I mean, I would like to give myself 1 accuracy for having a gun.
You do have the drop on them currently. I would let you invoke that, yes.
Okay, great. This is ridiculous. How do
Oh
I
my-
keep doing this?
Wow.
This is a risky roll.
So
that
there's
means
still
you will be suffering a consequence here.
that is yes, understood.
I think what happens is Pandano looks at you, feels the gun, stiffens up, and says, "They need help outside. Go assist them. And points at two of the enforcers who like look confused. They say, "What's happening?" He's like, "The miners are attacking. They need reinforcements. We'll take care of all of the people here." And they move. I think this is a success. So the two enforcers do head out to the vehicle lot. However, as they do this, I think Pandano takes one too far step away from you to kind of like take command of the situation, and the remaining enforcer sees the gun and shouts that you have a gun and that you're armed, and like raises an alarm here. I think, God, what's a good consequence here? Things are popping off. The last remaining enforcer, she's gonna, I think she just like grabs a hostage and like flicks out a switchblade. It's not regulation. They're not supposed to have these, and takes one of the hostages, I think the one that you spoke to, that I'm grateful, and says, "You make a move, she dies. Put down the gun."
Holding the gun straight up to Pandano.
"I don't care about that kid. Never liked you, Pandano." And I was, "Now everybody just calm down." And this enforcer like presses the knife up against the neck of the hostage, and like you can see like a little bit of blood starting to well. She says, "Put the gun down. I'm not fucking around."
All right. Nani's gonna try and shoot her.
Okay. What skill rolls do you have here? This is a risky roll.
I know it's risky, and I don't even have anything for it, but...
It might be difficult. She has a hostage in front of her to prevent you from doing this exact thing.
Does take someone out not count?
I take someone out totally.
This is absolutely take something out. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
forgot,
a skill.
I
I was like,
forgot.
what?
Hold on, I'm murder grandma. I forgot I have take someone out.
Okay,
This
so
could be the coolest shit. Sorry.
This is risky and difficult. If you fail this hostage will likely die as a consequence, as a heads up.
Yeah, I think Nani knows this. Oh god. Okay, so it's, let's see. Is this person, this enforcer, somebody Nani has met before?
I'd let you roll, I think, maybe a just fortune check for this.
Okay, just a d20.
D20, and this doesn't automatically, I think, get you accuracy or anything. You're gonna have to like expend a resource or do something else with this information.
Right, of course. That's a 10.
So 10 plus, yes. So I think you've crossed paths briefly. Like maybe you've seen her name on a, I don't know, roster sheet or something.
That's it.
Or, I mean, if you have something else in mind, I'd hear pitches.
Should have. I don't have anything nearly as tasty as Pandano's soap opera here. So, I think Nani is just going to just try and psych her out.
Yeah.
Just by saying, "That's not a regulation switchblade. Is this something that you know how to actually use? Because you can trust that I know how to use this gun."
You want to find out?
Do you? We can all get out of this safely. Why are you even sucking up to somebody like Koryalova? Are you getting anything
It's a
from it?
job.
And are you willing to die for this job?
I'm not dying today.
You won't.
Put the
if you
gun
put-
down.
You're making a dire mistake here. I think Nani is also kind of playing for time a little
Yeah.
bit. Waiting for like a good moment, seeing how long she can sort of drag the standoff, and for waiting for like a moment of like machine gun fire or some kind of any second that this person twitches before trying to just.
I think I'm not hearing like something to like invoke here.
Can
That's true.
we cut back to Rat and Gatling as they're having this tense standoff?
I'd like to.
Okay.
Okay,
resolve
just
this.
wrap it up. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Like, do you have any reserves?
Do I have any reserves?
Is there a background that you can invoke?
I mean, if you,
You could flashback.
I mean,
something?
yeah, if you let me flashback for, oh, that doesn't make sense for the
Okay.
ledger. Okay.
Here's a pitch. Flashback to having slipped this hostage something.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what Nani
In addition to a
has.
croissant.
In addition.
In addition to a croissant.
Maybe the croissant
Maybe
is
it's like,
so
why is there a
hard.
file in this croissant? I cracked it too. This file won't help.
What? Okay. I have a thermite charge. No, I used that. I used the thermite charge.
Yeah, God, like if you slipped her something that she could have cut her bonds with, that
Yeah.
would give her a big advantage here and be able to like just duck away or distract.
I know. I'm trying to think of anything. But I mean, it would have made sense. I feel like Nani definitely would have had a knife if a knife were present.
You could flashback twice to have picked up a knife in the break room.
Flashback,
Admin.
pick up a knife. Or and maybe even like a letter opener.
Spend that stress.
I'll take some stress. I'll take some stress to flashback to have slipped.
So one flashback to have picked something up from your desk, like a box cutter or something, and a second flashback to have slipped it to this hostage.
Okay, so here's my second question.
Yes.
So when your stress clock fills out, is it when you go over that you break?
That's a fantastic question that I don't know off the top of my head. Let me check real quick. I think it might be when you go over. You'll die to crack and trade baronies. Oh, that's the old one.
I assumed it's when it's filled, based on the.
Well, if it's like heat in the main game, let's
okay.
see. If a PC is at their maximum stress and they take stress again, they break.
Okay.
So it does need to actually like fill out and then overflow.
Got it.
Christ, I'll do it. I'll do two. The only other option I have is like flashing back to invoke some way that I help that Nani helped this person or did a favor for them, and then just trying to threaten them out of like, is this really worth it?
Yeah, if you have a narrative idea for that, I might give that to you, but I'd want a detail about it.
That's fair. I think I'm just gonna go for the letter for the box cutter.
Okay.
Okay, 2 stresses. Oh Christ, this is so
And so
dumb.
this is an aspect to invoke. So it's
Yes.
going to give you 1 accuracy.
Okay.
And so you got 1 accuracy or 1 aspect here, and it's difficult and risky.
I have to. It's so difficult means that I need to take 20 or more, right?
No,
That's hard.
difficult just means that there's a difficulty on the,
Oh, so then it
Yeah.
just can't. Yeah, I see.
and then risky is you need to crit to get no consequences.
Okay.
But you
And
still succeed on 10 to 20.
yeah.
So what that would look like here is if you rolled a 15 and
I
it was
see.
risky, you would take out the guard, but this
But the
hostage would
hostage would
also
die.
get her throat cut.
Yeah, that's true. Christ. And I've already used accuracy from like having the gun. It's not something I can use twice. Here.
I think that the gun is kind of like what gives you the leverage here. So you have one aspect. You could use that aspect to give yourself an accuracy, like canceling out the difficulty, or you could roll a difficult check and bump it down to just like a normal one. So if you get
I'll,
like
I'll get rid of
15
the risky. I think I'll
Okay.
do that. I'll get rid
Okay,
of the
so
risky here.
difficult check, but you got your take somebody out. You need a 10 plus here.
Christ, okay.
Ugh.
I mean, do I even need to roll the difficulty?
You don't need to roll difficulty. So that's a 13 overall. Explain. Describe how this happens. This hostage, like, you are like waiting for a moment, and this hostage makes eye contact with you, I think. And what happens?
Okay, so so there's Steven Soderbergh, a Soderbergh flashback to like Nani grabbing a box cutter and sort of like slipping it into her apron. And Pandano comes over with the stale croissants, and Nani's like, "Oh, thank you very much," and just like sort of jamming two croissants and handing them out and be like, "Don't be ungrateful."
Yuki is the prisoner's
Yuki.
name.
Yeah. And yeah, and careful with these croissants. They have quite an edge to them. And yeah, Yuki pulling it out and just like sawing away at her bonds. And during this tense standoff, Nani just makes brief eye contact with Yuki and gives an imperceptible nod.
Mm-hmm.
And at that moment, Yuki ducks out of the way.
I think like throwing her arms up
Yeah,
to like push
Throwing,
the,
yes, exactly.
the
Throws
knife
her arms
away,
up out of
yeah.
the way to push the knife away. And Nani whips the gun up. And, well, I guess the gun was already up. But just, it just squints, aims, like that Turkish guy meme at the Olympics.
Yeah, and this enforcer goes down. Okay, let's switch back out to outside now.
God.
That could have gone so much worse.
Do you know what you're gonna do, Rat? Because I have an
do.
idea.
Great.
If you know what
Sounds
you're
like
gonna do,
we've-
go for it.
All right. As soon as the machine gun fire stops, I'm going to whip around the corner and throw my thermite charge. Ideally, right between the two mechs, but
So they are
I'm not-
they're about on the other side of the parking lot
yes.
from y'all.
How
right
large?
now.
How large is this space? Actually, that's a question.
That is a good question. It's wide enough that the entire main warehouse kind of like fits in the width of it. So I think it's like, I don't know, mid-sized like Fred Meyer's parking lot, at least.
And we're like
Um,
at the other end of it.
Yeah, and y'all are at opposite ends.
Okay, that's quite a distance.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
quite a distance.
Yeah.
Not too much distance for a mech. Could probably cross it in a round or two.
Were you trying to hit the mech with the thermite?
I was trying to get it in between the two mechs, and then get it's a blast radius.
Is that feasible?
I don't think that
I
would
don't
be very
Okay.
think
effective.
Well,
I can throw that far.
If
And-
if
and,
if
like,
Rat
Things are
stands up,
spaced enough that like, I mean, a
Yeah.
mining charge isn't a like fragmentation grenade.
yeah.
It's mostly, I mean, there's a blast radius, but it's supposed to be like planted on
Yeah.
things.
as I see Rat like get up with the thermite charge, poke out, see the distance, and kind of lose hope for a second, I am going to use my second ability
Amazing.
because I'm going to reach in.
You've gotten so much use out of this bond.
You know what? I'm gonna use it. Okay. It says I can just determine, and I think my idea here I think is completely reasonable. I reach in, and I does this have to be something I rig together in this exact moment? That's the implication of this ability, right?
I think so.
Okay,
Let's see
so
what this kind
I think what I see
more
is I see Rat do this. I immediately grab Rat by the collar, pulling him back into cover as I think another volley of fire, and I go, just one moment. I see where you're going. I think I can help. I pull out a coffee can. I pull out a bunch of like powdery stuff, and I pour it into the coffee can and like stuff it down. Take a lid, slap that on, poke a hole, take a fuse out, slap that in, light it, and let's see if I can actually move with this thing. Nope. So I have to remain perfectly still to use it. Well, I mean that's fine because basically what I want to do is
read
just
out the result. What's the result?
for the rest of the session you have to remain perfectly still to use it. I want to chuck this thing, and I basically put together a smoke bomb. I want to create a smoke screen. So do I
Yeah. If you want to throw it here and kind of like smoke out the freight elevator.
I think let me think
Not
about
in
this.
the elevator.
So I think because it says I have to remain perfectly still to use it. The reason why is I was putting this together so fast, I miscalculated, and I ripped the fuse way too short, lit it, and realized I literally have to throw it now or it's gonna go off inside here. So seeing that, I look and just try my best to whip it around the corner out into the parking lot to create a smoke screen.
Sick. I think you just get this.
Do I just do it? Okay, great. So throw it out. It goes rolling out into the parking lot. And then it just creates a column of thick, some sort of chemical reaction smoke spewing all over the parking lot. Does it give us any kind of advantage here to be able to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think Jiro also, while you were rigging this up, picked up one of the pickup trucks and has been like using it as a shield as he was like advancing down the lot. And as the like smoke starts to like poof out, you see the mech stop for a moment. I guess it doesn't turn around because they don't need to.
Mhm.
And then like move forward, like just like leaving whiffs of smoke in
Jiro's mech?
Jiro's mech,
Okay.
as it looks like they're advancing using the smoke as a cover.
Great. I look at Rat. I'm gonna go for the printer.
Great. Great. I'll go for the next.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
And I get up, get my head down, and I start to charge out through the smoke, and I start running towards the printer.
I think you can do that using the cover of smoke, no problem. Do we want to keep the camera on you, or?
I'm happy to pass it over to Rat.
I'm gonna start sprinting. Oh gosh.
Yes, as you sprint through the vehicle lot, terrifyingly, you can't see anything either.
And I
and
can't hear well.
you
like
can't
my-
hear well.
My
There's just echoing blasts of fire. I think one of like a gas canister or something somewhat nearby you gets hit by a bullet that just comes through the smoke and just goes off, shrapnel flying everywhere. You're able to kind of like duck behind something, but it just leaves even more ringing in your ears. You can make it across the lot, but it's stressful.
So I take a stress,
You
or
kind of decide
just-
how much. I think this is just narrative stress
Okay.
at this moment, but it is a high stakes, risky situation.
Mhm. Can I emerge on the other end of the smoke, like mostly across the lot,
Yes.
and see Asuka and Lev on the other side of the gates
Yes.
and
So
shout out,
yeah.
"It's time! Come on and get out of here!"
All right. I was gonna give you the option of like, okay, like the miners are out of cover, and if for a moment this other mech turns around and like focuses on them, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Well, here I
Fire
am
into a
creating
crowd.
distraction. It might be a slightly smaller bloodbath.
Yes, yes. So you could encourage them, I was gonna say, to attack and try to take down the gate and overwhelm them, or run to safety. Sounds like you chose.
We are attacking the gate.
Fantastic, fantastic. Let's see. So there's 2 mechs here. I have 3-step difficult and risky / heroic checks for each one. The difficult being all the enforcers that are also scattered throughout here. It's a pretty hefty clock if you want to try to defeat them here.
I do. That is what we are
Things-
here to do.
Things that you can do here. You could try to attack them directly and just like yeet yourself through these mechs. You could try to get the depot gate open on this side to let all of the miners in. If you also have like another idea of how you want to approach this.
I would like to try and get the gate open. Am I there? Can I take another action? I'm
Yeah, you have the initiative here. Like I think Jiro has engaged the machine gun mech at this point.
okay.
And it's just like holding its arm, which is like, I guess, just like sometimes just like firing bursts of bullets as they're grappling. As Jiro is struggling to like line up a pile driver shot. The other mech is also like trying to pull Jiro's mech off the machine gun mech.
I would like to use my thermite charge to blow something up, being the gate.
Fantastic.
Yes, I'm gonna try and like just duck and weave between all of these people. I'm going for element of surprise and also one scraggly guy running full bore at 6 to 8 people and a mech to be not something one would expect. Yeah.
Sick. This is going to be a risky and difficult check. The difficult, again, being all the enforcers that you're getting through.
Okay.
Risky, I guess, just meaning that things can go bad here pretty easily.
Yes. Can I use the thermite charge to give myself? It's not called advantage.
Accuracy.
Accuracy.
Yes. So you could use this to like negate the difficult. So this is just a risky check then.
Okay. Could I also get another accuracy by this being an incredibly stupid thing to do, and I am the fool?
You can't hurt by asking, but I need more than that.
Okay, so my like connection to the stars is not.
You're pretty far from the stars at this point.
I'm pretty far from the stars. Okay, cool. Let's.
So this is
do
a
it.
flat, risky roll with plus blow something up.
Blow something up.
You're probably going to take stress here on a consequence.
Yep. So it's just a straight roll, essentially.
Plus any bonus that you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 16. So
16?
you succeed.
Uh-huh.
I think you just like through speed, taking advantage of the confusion, run up to the gate, desperately like throw a charge on. The miners on the other side of the gate are like pushing in on you. I think you make eye contact with Lev. Lev looks down at the charge and looks up at you.
Back up.
It says, "Get out of here! Make a space!" And the miners make a space around to the depot gate. While they're doing this, as you hit the button to like start to this like fusion and this just like white hot meltdown, you are pulled off of the gate yourself on this side. And I think you just disappear under a crowd of enforcers pulling you down and beating you senseless. This is, I think, going to be 2 or 3 stress here.
Okie dokie.
What's reasonable? I forget what kind of the stress levels are.
Because Rat is getting beat to shit, don't you have something that gives us something because of that?
I do. We'll get to that once I figure out how
okay.
much stress I've gotten.
Okay.
Let's see. Do consequences.
I think Wash Grandpa. I think Rat broke once, right? Or no, I don't know.
Yeah, I've broken once.
With the fight with
Grosso.
Yeah.
I don't see. I mean, they're beating the shit out of you. This might be 3 stress.
Okay. So as a punching bag,
Okay.
when someone causes me stress, my allies gain 1 accuracy on actions against them for the rest of the scene.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love that. Would be great if you had allies here.
I have
guess,
allies here.
speaking of allies, I guess allies that are going to be making rolls with accuracy.
I have allies here.
It's true. It's true. Yes. You disappear under just a hail of blows and kicks as Asuka, Lev, and the rest of the miners stream in through this depot gate and start grappling, and it's just a chaotic melee. Miners go down with broken jaws, black eyes, and concussions, but the enforcers aren't faring much better. They're better armed, but outnumbered. I think Lev, once again, is able to pull you out. He's kept eyes on you, pull you out of the melee, and I think pulls you up, to the side of the vehicle lot, taking cover behind kind of just like a concrete, like parking block. Let's switch over to Gatling.
Okay. Yeah. I am fully like head down, sprinting as fast as I can in the direction of the printer. Do I have eyes on the vehicle that took off in that direction?
I think it had a head start on you.
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
It's in a vehicle.
Yeah.
And it like took you a while, so I don't think you do.
Okay.
I think it has at this point turned into the loading bay doors for the printer.
Yeah, then I just sprint straight towards that printer and I'm trying to get up there to disrupt them.
Great. I am updating y'all's locations on the map because you have split up from Rat. Okay, as you turn into this printer bay, have you spent much time in the printer bay? It's like specialized work.
I don't know. I could maybe see myself have been going in there maybe like a handful of times if you think that makes sense.
I think
for,
it's
like,
pretty reasonable.
If
it's like
I'm doing work
this
on
wasn't-
mechs and stuff, like
This wasn't your like main
No.
place. Like
but
mostly it's like, okay, I need to like requisition some stuff.
yeah, I don't know. I think the real question is, have I ever actually used it, or did I just show up and basically like pick up an order that I placed? Like,
I think
Was I-
probably the second as
yeah,
still
just
like
pick up order. Yeah, okay.
an
So I've
apprentice-ish.
Yeah, so I've been in here to pick up parts, I think, that were requested, and that's like the extent of my experience with this place. So
All right, so this printer area, it's a size 2 printer, which is kind of like a mid-sized printer as far as printers go. You don't know, you've only seen this one. So it's large enough to print, like, I think a semi-truck.
Okay.
Like, it could just like all in one go. It's a large bay with just all of these, what do you call it when you have like a pipe and a machined like motorized thing going up and down. It looks like a big 3D printer. I think.
Okay. Okay.
Like, so you got all these like railings that different like nozzle heads can go around. And there's a whole bunch of kind of like a section cordoned off with like raw materials that they like feed into the printer. There's kind of like a staging area where things that have been printed are put and stored and like loaded up onto things like pickup trucks. And kind of overseeing the whole thing, there's a control booth with like a number of different screens, controls here. You see a full crew of enforcers, so 3 enforcers, and about a half dozen laborers who are currently being forced by one of the enforcers to load more things that have been like crated and tarped up onto this pickup truck.
How many laborers?
I think about a half dozen, so maybe like 5 or so.
And are they, if they're working, they're not restrained then?
They're not restrained.
Okay.
The enforcers are armed with assault rifles. They have printed themselves weapons here. And you can only assume that the things being loaded up are more things like that heavy machine gun that has been brought outside.
Okay.
There's one particularly, I don't know, ornate looking thing that one of the enforcers is inspecting. Looks like it just finished printing. You don't recognize it. It looks like another mech scale weapon. But I don't know, it looks kind of like the portal gun.
Okay.
So there's kind of like a central casing and a number of like tines coming out, and an emitter at the end of it.
Okay.
You have the initiative here, like coming around this corner.
Couple questions.
Yes.
Does survive apply to any stealth mechanics, or is there a separate role for stealth stuff?
There's no unique stealth
Okay.
rules beyond like what we already have. Like survive would have been really good for like rat to roll to get across the vehicle lot.
Yeah.
And it would have had to without the smoke.
Okay, but survive would not apply to height, like trying to get in here quietly.
Not
Okay.
really. I don't think so.
There's 3 of them, and they're all armed with assault rifles.
Yes.
Oh
One of them's
my
at the
God.
control panel. One of them's at the loading, or like kind of like the printed bay. And the third one's overseeing the crew loading up the.
What about the truck?
Oh yeah, I guess the
Where's
truck
the
driver.
truck?
There would be another one. At
There
the truck.
doesn't have to be another one. The driver could have gotten out. The driver could have gotten out. So are there 4 or 3?
I think there's 4. I have written down that there's a full crew here overseeing it.
And a full crew is 4?
A full crew is 3, and then
Oh,
the 4th
okay.
one showed up.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
And
So
the 4th one does not have an assault rifle.
what is the 4th one doing? They showed up with the truck and they're just
they
waiting
are
for it to
in
get
the driver's
loaded.
seat, or I think they're kind of like they have like the door open
Mhm.
and are standing next to like being
Like-
ready to like get in. It's like we gotta go.
Okay. The truck doesn't have like a gun on it, does it? Like a mounted gun?
No, it's just a pickup
Okay.
truck.
Just
I mean,
pickup.
it has a number of guns in it now.
Oh, in the back?
In
the
yes,
bed?
Like, I mean, presumably they're loading up munitions. You can't really see what.
But this is so scary.
Yeah, things are popping off. Y'all have been rolling well so far, but this is. I mean, y'all are basically in mech combat, but none of you have mechs.
No, I
It's a
don't
bad time.
have anything.
If you want to have like come in silently, I don't need you to have like hand soloed your way around the corner here, just like screaming.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just like, I genuinely don't know what I can do in this situation. My
If you don't do
first
anything,
thought,
they're probably gonna load up and head back and bring munitions
Okay.
to the main fight.
okay, you know what? Fuck it. This is it. I'm gonna try. I think this is the final time I might be able to get away with this. After this, I know I will not be able to pull this card, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try using my bootlicker card one more time and hope that these guys didn't see me busting out with with Juro because it was a giant mech coming through.
So
I'm-
the driver just came in facing down an angry mob here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to pull off. It's not gonna be very effective, or you're gonna have to roll really well. I would let you take this approach though. But it's
The only other thought I have
Yeah.
is I have the mag clamps. If I could somehow climb up to an advantageous position to drop down and get a gun as quickly as possible.
it's like Spider-Man your way into.
I don't know. Like I'm looking at the resources I have and
Yeah.
I'm like, I have mag clamps, I have a tertiary arm.
The doors of the main warehouse are behind you as well.
Mhm.
You have like a couple minutes if you wanted to like
Oh,
poke your head in
sure. Yeah. Then let's do that because yeah, I look in there, I see all these assault rifles. Okay, I look back at the main warehouse. Okay, maybe Nani's in that. And I quietly like sprint across the way and I
Yeah.
slide open the main warehouse door and slink in and start scanning to see what I see.
So interesting. Is it more interesting to like have you end up being closer to Nani and the hostages, or just like have you roll to be like, well, what's good? What's in here?
Up to you.
If he came in watching that enforcer drop, that's a moment.
That is a moment. I think the doors that you came in are far enough away from the kind of like staging area next to the admin
Okay.
that the thing right next to you is going to be equipment and gear.
Okay, that's great.
Um,
Yeah, so I look around. What do I see?
I think let's roll you on the mech equipment and gear table here. So I'm
Great.
going to move this down over here,
Okay.
and let's just roll you a d20 to see what.
Okay. So
Sorts
should I roll a d20
Gosh.
then?
Yeah, roll a d20 and see what mech scale things you find in here, and see if you can make something up.
18?
An 18 is
That
boosted
doesn't seem great.
servos. So-
Cool.
Oh, what can we do with boosted servos?
Do
though?
boosted servos even those only strap onto a mech?
They only strap onto a mech or
Okay.
other mechanized
Zoop.
appendages, perhaps.
My tertiary arm?
Oh, weird! You have one of those?
Yeah, I do.
Power armor?
But okay, immunity to the slow condition.
Okay.
So-
That's what it does in combat.
Yeah.
Combat. So like, this is narrative land. What can
Yeah.
you do with boosted servos and a tertiary arm? Can you like?
Can
I
I just
want something good to happen with the tertiary arm here. Like
Can-
maybe you can like have an Iron Man moment.
yeah, can
Um,
it
What if you found a really big tertiary arm?
I mean
And you like can Doc Ock your way in here.
I'm open to ideas. I mean, like, are we talking like? I mean, honestly, what I want is ranged ability to attack at range, right?
Yeah, that would
be nice.
But,
But I don't
what-
think that's it. But maybe can this just somehow make it? God, if these are servos that go for a mech, can I rig it up to my arm? It's almost like an exoskeleton style thing, so that just my tertiary arm, not my normal arm, is rigged up so that it can punch really fucking hard. Like
So
it's like
there's a
Is
mech
that-
in the game. There's an alternate mech called the Enpakai.
uh-huh.
Enpakai Lancer. Let me just drop a real quick image of this into Owlbear Rodeo for you.
Sure. But yeah, if I could have like one big gorilla arm thing to punch
This
people
this
with.
is what Enpakai
exactly.
looks like.
Okay, exactly.
I think
It
this thing is just completely outsized for you. You're this tiny little person,
yeah.
and you have this big like mech scale arm latched onto you, powered by your hard suit. It's not going to last very long, but it's big. It can probably block bullets. It's going to be a significant advantage if you just like wanted to bust in here by
Sure.
storm.
I spend maybe like a few minutes rigging this thing up. I like slide my tertiary arm and hard suit into it, take out my tools. I start like getting it all rigged up, and then have this huge arm, and I turn and I go, well, fuck it. Here we go. I guess I gotta make up for a lot of shit I've done. Here we go. And I just kind of get myself hyped up, and I start sprinting across to the
we
printer.
have the camera switch back over to the printer. The enforcer says, okay, we gotta go. Load this stuff up. The laborers back away. He jumps back into the cab. I think one of the other enforcers probably also jumps in. It's like, we need no. I think they stay behind. They have their job here.
Mhm.
And this guy revs out of the print hall, and then the entire pickup truck comes flying back up into the printer area, just like has been flipped.
Oh, you're gonna give me that? Okay, awesome.
I think that's the opening.
Great. So yeah, I see the truck driving out, and I just backhand it back into the printer hall.
It crashes. Now I need you to roll some dice to follow up on this.
Of course.
What's your approach?
My approach is to bring the arm up, like you said, kind of want to bring it up like a riot shield so that it's taking up most of my center of mass, and just start running towards these guys because I figure they're going to open fire on me.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be, it's a 3-step clock for 3 different people. So this is print, enforcers. This is risky.
Yeah.
I don't think it's difficult. Yeah. Let's start rolling some dice.
Okay.
Which one are you going for first? Are you going for the person in charge of the laborers? Are you going for the person
Whoever's
kind
closest.
of like with the mech? Okay, the laborer one is.
Okay, yeah. I just gotta. I figure I go straight for whoever's closest. So
Great.
yeah. Okay. So what am I rolling here? I'm assuming. Do I get an accuracy for the?
I would let you like invoke this giant arm as accuracy. Yes.
Do I get just the 1 accuracy for the arm? Okay.
Yes.
Not the tertiary arm and the thing. Okay. So 1 accuracy. And I mean, I don't know. I know I have a giant arm, but maybe in my other hand, so my right hand is the giant arm as a shield. In my left hand, I whip out my stun stick so that
Great.
I can
I'll give you a
use
second
that
one.
as a
You're
quick
armed.
quick. Okay. So that's 2 accuracy, and then survive. To survive a hail of bullets with my
I think
giant
if you're
arm.
trying to just like apply fist to faces here, I think it might just be a
Great.
flat roll beyond.
Okay, then
2
flat
accuracy.
roll plus the 2 accuracy. Great. And I can use those accuracy. That you said this is risky.
This is risky currently.
Risky.
Yeah.
So I can use 1 to drop that down.
Yes.
To.
Just you only get consequences. Normal roll is you only get consequences on lower than 10.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll have the +2 to this.
So it's one accuracy then, and a non-risky.
Yeah, 1 accuracy and non-risky. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, here we go. 16.
Fantastic.
So.
Yeah, you describe what happens to this.
I
enforcer
go.
who just like turns
Yeah.
and I think like starts shooting at you.
Running with the arm, he turns around, and it. And I just whip around with the stun stick and clock him straight across the jaw, and then immediately spin up with the arm towards the other 2, look down towards the laborers. It's now or never, and then I start running again towards the other 2.
Fantastic. Let's get some more rolls.
Okay, I mean, do we want to cut back to Nani, or?
I'm feeling the momentum of this.
Okay,
scene.
okay, great. I go running straight towards them, and I think same deal. Do I still get the 2 accuracy for this?
So for this guy, this next guy,
yeah,
who has the mech scale weapon,
oh, okay,
he's going to turn it at you and try to fire.
okay. All I
The
can,
mech arm is not going to be an effective to shield you against this.
Great. Then I'm going to
But you
try.
do have the laborers, so I think this is just you have one aspect of the laborers here, and otherwise it's...
May I pitch the arm
Yeah.
to do something? And
Yeah.
this could totally be it breaks if I try to do this. Knowing that it's so much bigger than me, I want to, and I know that this is a mech scale weapon. I want to throw it out in front of me and literally slam it on the ground and use it like a pole vault to like, whoop, and launch myself towards the dude with the stun stick.
This is sick as hell.
I basically want to try to get, bridge that distance as quickly as possible. So I want to try to use the arm to launch me forward towards him. And I'm doing this knowing I will probably hurt myself. But
I want to
yeah.
call this, you have 3 aspects. This is going to be, I think, a heroic roll by default.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have 3 aspects and it's a heroic roll, so you need a 20 plus.
Need a 20 plus. Okay, can I spend one to drop that?
To risky.
To risky, and then
2 accuracy and risky.
I'm gonna take the 2 accuracy and I'll keep it at risky.
I'm so excited. I want to
Okay.
give a consequence with this thing so bad.
All right, here we go. 2 accuracy. Here we go. 21! No! So I think just it slams into the ground,
Yeah.
cracking the concrete, and it whips me forward as I go, oh shit! And just fly, and I come down with so much force. Do I take this guy out? Like, can I say, okay,
you do.
I come down with so much force that I think the stun stick literally just boom, punctures right through his head and just into the ground, and I rip it out, and I turn towards the next guy.
There's a mech scale weapon right next to you. It's
I turn towards the next guy, and I think we both do a look at the weapon, look at him, and then the big arm reaches down, picks up the mech scale weapon, and just what is it? Energy based? Is it like munitions? Like what am I expecting here as I start to aim this at the dude?
You have no idea.
Okay,
This
I aim
is
it at the
fucking
guy,
epic.
and I just fucking pull the trigger.
Okay, I'm not going to require a roll here. What you have just fired is called a displacer.
Okay,
It gets
Ooh.
incredibly hot.
great.
It gets just like molten. The control panel, a sphere envelops it, a black sphere, just for a moment, and then vanishes. A just like perfectly spherical like cut has been taken out of the world.
Oh no, did I just break the printer?
You have severely hampered the use of this printer. Yes,
And so the guy is gone.
guy has been displaced. This mech scale weapon, I think it just melts both it and your arm.
That's totally fine. Yeah. So
in
with
in
this,
game terms, this produces 10 heat on yourself.
okay.
Um,
Yeah. So just, and then the arm starts like, and I kind of.
I think you're gonna end up with burns.
That's
regardless.
fine.
But you're able to eject the arm from yourself.
Yeah. So a stress, 2 stress.
Stress. Let's call it stress.
Okay. So pull that out, stumble back as it's sizzling hot there on the ground, panting heavily. There was the driver. Is he or them? Are they?
The driver has been flipped upside down
Okay.
in like a car. This driver's not gonna
Okay.
be making a problem. I think.
I will.
The laborers who were like rushing forward to do this were like, oh.
I turn to all of them and I go,
Shit, man.
fuck. I
That was
gotta.
the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
Great. I gotta see if
Did
I
that
can
handspring?
go help.
Getting down on him?
Do any of you know?
What happened?
Do any of you know how this thing works? We gotta figure out how to fix it.
Listen, man, we just work here.
Okay, head outside. Help. They need help. I'll be in here, and I turn to face the printer and see if I can fix it. I think that's my
Yeah,
that's my scene.
That's a great scene. I'm so happy that you fired that. I am disheartened that they didn't get to fire it at you, but that's okay.
Thank you for the servo assisted arm.
Boosted servos. Yeah, that was a narrative aid.
Yes, thank you.
Uh,
That was very fun.
let's get back to Nani. Nani, this is moments after you've dropped to this person. You hear more machine gun fire and whatnot from outside. As soon as this other enforcer drops, what's their name? Yuki starts to go around to the other hostages and starts cutting them free as everybody else like stands up and starts trying to help each other. One of them looks up to you and says, Miss Troy Pan, what are you doing here? Where'd you get that?
Oh, this little thing.
What's happening?
The uprising. The uprising has finally come to a head. This is the weakest that they're going to be, and this is the strongest that we are going to be. So, you all have a choice now. We can go raid the warehouse and see what we can find. We're trying to secure the printer. We're going to all bust a way out of here. If you want to help, grab a weapon and come with me. Yuki, did you say that you've worked on this printer before?
Yes, I have. I was the main technician, but I wouldn't do what they said. I would never.
Perfect.
I think we're going to. Is it only mech-sized weapons in the warehouse?
No, this warehouse is full of things that the printer has printed. Supplies for just you need to live, and like support a whatchamacallit, settlement.
Population.
And then kind of further back is kind of like a staging area for the silver that people have mined, kept in the vault. I think that's actually kind of abutting the admin area. So there's kind of like your heart's content. Like, what do you want to find in this warehouse? Y'all got the keys to the city. Pandano is there. You can take the key cards off of them pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to find?
I think we'll go for some assault rifles and stun sticks.
They don't have weapons in the warehouse.
Okay,
for the
I
most
see.
part.
No
Like, this
weapons.
is why they were having to panic print them a moment
Okay.
ago.
I see. Something that could be used as makeshift shields. So some hard metal sheets that are probably laying around to keep people safe. Some kind of blunt impact. We're going to do a little bit of improv weapons, and I'm sure people are going to just stuff their pockets full of extra rations. I think if there's something that can be used as caltrops too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, like tacks and nails and stuff like that.
So this is your domain. You know where everything is.
Mhm.
You have a population of armed or like motivated and angry people that you can direct. You can come out of this warehouse in any direction you want, armed pretty much with whatever improvised weapons you want.
Yes. Yes.
Unless you want to roll, get a hold of something.
I
You want
mean,
to roll?
that'd be kind of fun. I'm gonna roll. I want to roll and see what it is I get.
I guess this could determine how fast. all
How
of that
fast it
goes.
works.
Yeah,
I think I'll give myself an accuracy for having worked here.
absolutely.
That's a 10. The first
Whoa.
10.
Whoa.
I mean, that's still a success.
It's still a success.
It's not risky. It wasn't difficult. Yeah, it's hasty, but you can find shields. You can find just like barrels of like caltrops and like I think fill up a couple like gallon jugs or
Mhm.
probably don't use gallons in the far future. I would
It's
hope.
just like ball bearings to scatter out over
Yeah.
the mech's feet.
What do you want all these people to do. Did you want to send Yuki to the printer?
Yes, sending Yuki to the printer. I guess the question is whether Nani can't see that Rat is getting destroyed, right? Yeah. Oh, gosh. So I think not having seen that, Nani is probably going to go to the printer to try and secure that. That's what Nani would do.
With your small army?
Yes.
Perfect. Great.
I really, really do want to use, as a player, the thing that Rat set up for us, though.
I will say, I mean, you can. It's pretty easy to get to the printer from the warehouse.
Okay, cool.
What does Gatling see as you lead this small army? This large gang, perhaps?
People are like tying bandanas around their heads and like twisting their big metal pipes and strapping like metal sheeting to their arms.
I think while you're doing this, actually, one of the laborers from the printer pokes their head in the warehouse, sees what y'all are doing, and lets you know what Gatling has done in the printer. That the printer has been taken by a madman with a giant arm.
I didn't think it was that big. What's going on?
Yeah, I think you step inside and you see that Gatling is sort of covered in sweat and is by a sizzling, perfectly cut out like section of the printer and is sort of like grabbing his hair, or no, he has a buzzed head, but he's like, you know, like grabbing his head. And down next to him, there is a truly enormous robotic arm that is twisted and bent with heat. And then this equally twisted and bent mech-sized weapon just barely like clutched in this abandoned arm on the ground next to all of this. And then there are 3 dead enforcers and a crushed truck.
Good grief. What the... Don't tell me.
I'm trying to fix it, okay? Look,
I have brought you a specialist.
Great.
What the hell did you do? What did you do to my printer?
It doesn't matter. We don't have time for that. Do you think you can get this thing working still? I'm so sorry.
Working? You didn't leave much for me to work with.
Look, I didn't know what that shit was gonna do.
Okay,
I point at the gun.
Miss Troypan, can you get me a some sort of handheld, like a remote computing device? I think I could hook it into like the auxiliary controls.
Oh, I believe that's aisle 17.
That's a good idea. I do have hacker fix as a skill, so if I can help with this in some way.
Yes, yeah. I think Yuki getting some like laptops from the main warehouse with Yuki's kind of like guidance, y'all can start on repairing this. It's not going to be an instant thing, though.
Yeah. Okay.
But y'all can be well on the way. The timer is ticking down, so every moment that you spend doing this is well spent.
As we're starting that, I just look up at Nani. Have you seen Rat? I'm a little worried.
He came up with you, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he went to go help Jiro and run. He went running straight towards that machine gun. So, maybe I think Yuki and I can take this if you wanna. Could you just go make sure he's okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, Nani gets onto her motor scooter with the mag clamps and just starts along a steel beam.
Yeah, y'all. So you can head back to the vehicle lot, working your way along the warehouse. As you turn the corner, are you bringing your large gang, or did you send them to the fight separately? Like, what's going on with your backup here?
How? Okay, so Gatling has taken care of all the enforcers at the printer, right?
Yeah.
I would like to. I'm just delete that because I was like, are there still 3 enforcers? Okay, cool. Great. In that case, now that it's clear that like,
Oh, you have this? I guess I got you all riled up for a fight, so a fight we will get. Anybody who wants to stay safe, stay at the printer. Safety not guaranteed, but it'll be better.
None of us
yeah.
are safe. If any of us are in danger, they start chanting.
Yes, nobody is free until we're all free.
Yeah,
And let's go save our
that's what I
rabbit.
meant. I have asthma. Do you have an inhaler?
Check aisle 10.
Okay, I'll go get it. One person scurries off. Yeah, so
like a third of the population has asthma at least.
at least the person is gonna like meet up and with just I think like a like big basket of inhalers and like start passing them out. Be like, okay, if they use tear gas, block your eyes, wash out with milk. We don't have milk.
Just don't use milk. It creates bacterial growth.
Don't use milk. You don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
We're
so-
mammals. We know what milk is. It's kind of our whole thing. I read a biology textbook once. It was forbidden.
I don't think birth rates are very high.
Birth rates are not high here.
You are able to return to the vehicle lot. I think the smoke is probably dispersed for the most part at this point. And yeah, I think it's a melee. You see fallen miners, you see fallen patrollers. How do we decide how Jiro has done? What would be most interesting here as we have the last 10 minutes? I think Jiro's mech is on dire straits. One of the mechs has been, I think, just like taken out. Like its knee has just been blasted off. And you see Asuka in the cockpit with like a dead enforcer kind of like hanging out one side, trying to like get it back and like standing back up to gang up on the other patrol mech. At this point, though, I think Jiro's mech has just been blasted apart. It's missing just like large chunks of its body. I think it's down, just like in a heap of metal and smoke. No sign of Jiro himself. The mech with the machine gun is trying to get its bearings as like the melee is making it difficult for it to like pick the next target. But you think that it's gonna turn on Asuka's mech next if it has much more time. And if this armed mech is able to just like be unopposed, it's going to be real bad for all y'all. You might be able to take it out eventually, but more people will die.
Asuka has gotten into the other patrol mech.
Yeah, I think
Okay, so what's up with
You're-
Lev's mech?
Lev's mech has never been really combat ready, I think. I remember it was mostly a vehicle for people to get here.
Kind of shambled here.
It's shambled here. It's probably still like around the depot gate, struggling to get over some like wreckage or like one of like the knocked down cars. The person piloting it is not a mech pilot. If one of you got in it, you might manage a little bit better.
We also notably not mech pilots.
I don't know. Like, I mean, everybody loves backseat driving, right? It's like, oh, that person sucks. I could do better than this.
No, that
You
doesn't
try-
mean it's true though.
You could try your luck, is what I'll say.
Okay. Is
I think-
Rat visible anywhere?
I think Rat has the initiative at this point.
So
Rat, you were pulled off to the side by Lev,
Mhm,
and you see this melee, this fight taking place.
mhm.
I'd be down to like rewind that kind of like what has happened with all those mechs a little bit,
Uh-huh.
if you want to like intervene. But that's the direction that it's going if nothing happens.
Okay, this feels like an Ice Cube's chance in hell.
Yeah?
But is there some way for me to contact Korolyova through the earring?
Oh my god! I have to say yes to this. 100%. Like, you know how you can X yourself on Signal?
Sure.
Yeah.
Today I learned. Okay. I want to take a video of what's going on
Mm-hmm.
with the idea that all of these were her mechs. So any injured mech is like, hopefully from her perspective, a failure on her end.
Okay.
God. I have I'm still trying to work with the like, I do not have a high intelligence stat. I do not have a high wisdom stat.
Intelligence and wisdom are fake ideas. They don't
They
exist
are.
in Windsor.
They are.
You're a kid with an earring and a dream.
I'm a kid with an earring and a dream. I'm going to say, like, viewing all of this wreckage, if you want a rat's chance in hell to get out of this with anything of yours left, get your ass down here right now.
Message sent.
Okay. Then I want to whack the armed mech with my fancy pickaxe.
Great. Yeah, I'm trying to picture because I think we rewound a little bit. I think it took you a while to get your bearings after getting the shit kicked out of you. So I think this is what we described with Nani is like roughly the situation of where we are. So the machine gun mech, if it regains initiative, it's going to be a big problem for all of you momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an important role. This is a heroic role.
Okay.
The difficulty has been negated by you letting all the enforcers in. It's a 3-step clock. What would you like to invoke?
The miners, not the enforcers, right?
Oh yeah, the enforcers have
Okay.
been canceled out by the minor mob. The major minor mob.
The major minor mob. Okay. I would love suggestions on this.
Can I propose that Rat gets at least 2 accuracy, 1 for the melee weapon, and then another for the improvised device that I affixed to the weapon?
A melee weapon against a mech, like a normal pickaxe, wouldn't be effective.
Okay,
on
great.
its own, I think.
Then at least 1 accuracy because of the
Absolutely.
little...
That's
Okay, great.
absolutely one aspect here.
Great.
For this
Would
shotgun
Nani-
shell strapped to a pickaxe.
Mining charge.
Could Nani help a little
Yes.
bit with this?
Absolutely. I think with the amount of supplies and stuff that you have gotten, I think a person maybe gets like a paintball gun. Maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say something like just like a fire extinguisher kind of ceiling foam.
That's a better idea. I don't think they'd have paintball guns down here. So that's 2 aspects from Nani's large gang of people armed from the warehouse.
Blow something up?
I mean, yeah, it would be probably fists to faces.
Okay.
Because this is a melee weapon.
Fists to kneecaps, but
Fists to kneecaps.
I'll allow it.
Can I? Ooh, I know at this point that the knees are weak. Can I get up behind it and aim for like the knee pit? where I have seen Gatling.
The other ones go down.
Yeah.
I think previously we said that specifically that one mech, Gross's mechs, had a weak knee, and that was a
Mhm.
general weakness.
We keep talking about knees with these things, though.
We do, because like everyone's knee height to them. I
Yeah.
don't want to just say no here. I want to offer a bargain, maybe. Like
Mhm.
you took a stress.
I have
to-
stress to spend.
Okay, let's give you a stress, and I'll give you
Okay.
this one. So like you're sticking your hand to moving machinery that cannot tell the difference between gears and flesh.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. So this is 2 accuracy. 3
So
accuracy?
you have 3 aspects, and it's a heroic roll.
Okay. I'm going to take it down to difficult.
Or risky.
Risky? Okay. I'm
Yes.
still not on my terminology.
Yeah.
Can I take it down to normal?
You could take it down to normal. With
Okay,
one
and
accuracy.
then I'll just use 1 accuracy.
Great. Flat roll with 1 act.
Okay. Plus a d6. 18.
That is a success. You have ticked 1 pick on the armed mech clock. Do you want to give a little narration, or do you want to just keep rolling because we have 3 minutes left?
2 minutes left. I think I do exactly what I said of like going into the knee pit from behind.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can take this down in 3 minutes.
Let's go.
Okay. This worked last time. We can take a mag clamp out and start
Okay.
climbing up this thing. I'm gonna try and get into the cockpit again.
Great. So this is a heroic roll.
Yep.
You have mag clamps climbing
Mag
it.
clamps.
So that's one aspect.
Uh,
I would let Nani help again.
okay. Can I take an experience essentially from having done this a couple hours ago, of
I
like
don't think
knowing my way
so.
around the mech better?
I like the idea, but this one has a machine gun, and that changes
That changes things. Are
that
you
changes
sure?
the calculations. I think so. I think so. So
Okay.
here, heroic, and I hear 2 aspects so far.
Okay.
Want to roll it?
Let's roll it.
Okay.
We're just
so-
gonna knock both of those down to make it a difficulty of 10.
and what skill trigger is climbing this thing to?
Oh, I was thinking. Could I do stay cool? Climbing an armed mech in combat.
And yeah, and how is this hurting it again? This is just you getting into.
I'm trying to get
position?
in. I'm trying to get into the cockpit.
I see. Like you're gonna have to bust it open in some way.
Okay.
It's not just stay cool, climb in, and like drop in the top of the ATST.
Can I?
Could I suggest, unless you have an idea,
Go ahead.
that it's a little bit blinded right now because of all of the sealant foam. There's got to be rope in the warehouse, right? Could we have gotten some rope and tried to just like trip it?
I had to mention the ATSTs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think somebody throws you a grappling hook or something, and if you can latch it to the top, then they can like pull it down. I think. I don't think we're just gonna ATST
Right.
trip it. But
Okay.
if you can get a rope attached to it securely up high, you can use the
Mhm.
center of gravity against it.
Okay. I am happy to try and do that.
Cool. So this is just a flat roll here. Stay cool. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's play fists to faces. Hold on. Stay cool. There we go. Come on. 17.
Y'all are
Ooh.
rolling so well this evening. Yeah, with a heave and a hoe and a mighty throw, you climb. You've been doing a lot of climbing today. You climbed the radio tower.
I'm so broken. The only
Sure.
thing keeping me going right now is that I'm on double stems.
You're on so many drugs right now, but the path just opens its way to you. It just boom, boom, marked in yellow paint all the way up. You climb up to the top. You lash the rope, I think, to one of your mag clamps and clang it to the top of the mech. Standing on the top, you lose your balance somewhat, and the miners, Nani's small gang, give it just a heave. I think it's actually, it might be a chain here, not just like a hemp rope.
Yeah.
And the mech comes tumbling down. You barely hold on as it loses its balance and it's prone here. Again, any consequence here is really bad because it has a machine gun and it's gonna just start firing. And I guess so let's get you're at 2 and 3. What's the final roll, y'all?
We have accuracy, right?
Oh,
okay.
yeah, you do have
yeah.
accuracy if you want to act against it.
That's
Yeah.
true. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay. I think at this. Oh man, what can I do? I guess I do. I have a gun, but that's not going to do anything unless there's maybe a crack in the cockpit somehow.
I don't think there is.
Yeah. Okay.
You could take control of the fallen mech if you want to push Asuka out, or use Levs. Jiro's pile driver is still on the ground. If you could get that applied
Alright.
somehow.
Yeah. Pile driver onto the scooter.
I think you would need some help here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't know. Off the top of my head, what Nani is actually going to do here to actually take advantage of this accuracy. Damn.
Can I? Sorry, do you have something, Rack?
No, go ahead.
Asuka gets her mechs standing up. She picks up the pile driver, and I'm gonna roll for Asuka to try to pile drive this mech into the ground. So this is gonna be a D20 roll for her. It's a heroic roll. She's in a mech. That's 1. She has a pile driver. That's 2. She's an ally of Rat.
Technically.
I'll not let you harm my friends, she says.
Rat is like.
So this is going to be bumped down to a normal roll with 1 accuracy. And I'm giving her a +2 here. That's a 17. She takes up Jiro's pile driver, puts it onto this mech. Boom! It craters into the ground. The machine gun whirs to a halt. Asuka raises her one-legged mech, the arm up, barely balancing, and says, "We will terrace the heavens this day for Kestrel's bounty, never again." And that's where we're going to end this session. Asuka gets the credit. Fantastic. Thank you for playing,
Rat.
everybody. We should do XP and then wrap this up since we're going over a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all suffered no consequences from rolls, I think, a single time this entire
know.
session. This was the most intense. If I got any space to do consequences, I was going to be killing people left and right. But y'all got through that perfectly.
We're rolling well. I can go down mine really quick. I address challenges with diplomacy, creativity, or empathy. I guess one of those. Definitely not diplomacy or empathy, but I guess creativity.
Absolutely.
So that's one. I express my heritage, background, or beliefs through my actions. I guess like I did a lot of, you know, my mechanic
you-
stuff.
Acting in reaction to your bootlicker aura,
I mean,
like working
kind of.
against it.
Yeah, I'm trying to make up for a lot of yeah.
You did say that as you
Yeah.
went into the printer. You're like, there's not a lot to make up for.
I struggle with issues from burdens or background. Yeah. And then the last one I picked definitely didn't do this. I helped to soothe or heal someone's pain. Did I heal the laborer's pain of by impaling that dude's head and vaporizing the other guy?
I think not.
Okay, I don't think I did either. So I think that's it for me. 3.
The guy who's displaced is in a better place now.
Yeah. So only 3 for me.
I addressed challenges with perseverance, learning, or sheer dumb luck. Perseverance. I took a lot of stress this session. I expressed my heritage, background, or beliefs through my actions. Yeah. I've struggled with issues from my burdens or background.
We mentioned you having bad hearing, and you didn't struggle with it because you didn't roll bad, but you would have.
Yeah, it hasn't fully entered into stuff. Like, it just hasn't been fully relevant yet.
Yeah.
But I do have bad directional hearing now. And then I threw myself into a situation without planning or preparation. Yes.
So 3.
It's
Yes,
3.
for you. Great.
Okay. I address challenges with manipulation, influence, or elegance. Yeah. I mean, she was still manipulating Pandano. Has a little army.
I think it was elegant to slip a switchblade.
Shove
Into
a
a
monster
croissant.
into a croissant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I expressed heritage, background, or beliefs. Yeah, I mean, she was fully ready to just sacrifice Yuki if it came to that. But it didn't come to that because Nani never suffers consequences. She's a little stressed, I guess. She's pretty stressed. Like, if one more thing happens, that's it. Oh, Purple Heart. Despite my best efforts, we went wildly off the plan. It was not part of her plan for like the printer to get fucking displaced. To get that is true. But
So how much?
3.
Fantastic. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We will be back same time next week. I was hoping that we'd get a little bit further to like get into mech combat, but I think next week is going to be the one. I think next week.
We'll get
That's
some
it.
decks.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Until then, I hope you have a nice evening. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
night.